Hey guys, Auspicious'Aussie here, and welcome to episode 109 of the San Marino Challenge. Now, today's episode, you can tell by the titles, I'm going to be getting into some Euro qualifiers, starting off with the most difficult team in our group, Croatia. If I show you the group here, we're in Group J. I mentioned in the previous episode, we've got Croatia, Gibraltar, Luxembourg, Turkey, and Wales. Pretty tough group, but we might be able to pick up some. I think we can pick up some results against either Turkey or Wales, and then obviously I do expect us to be able to beat Gibraltar and Luxembourg. Yeah, starting things off, Croatia versed them 4 times before, and they've beaten us all 4 times. Not exactly expecting to get a result here today, but the second game will be against Luxembourg, so hopefully we can do something in that one. Obviously, we've already beaten them twice just recently in the Nations League, in which we actually won every game and got promoted. If you haven't checked those international episodes out, I would recommend going back and watching them because they were quite good, and I did enjoy making them. Anyways, in goals, we're going to go with Muricini. Now, if you didn't watch those episodes, he is one of the dual nationality Italian players that we have somehow managed to get into the San Marino national team, whether it be consistent asking or the fact that our national team ranking is 109 at the moment. For some reason, he's here, and I guess he'll be getting his. I'm not sure if the Nations League counts as a proper cap, but he will be getting his proper cap here today, along with this guy, Marino Biordi, who also has the Italian nationality. So yeah, he'll start in goals. We're going to go with Celli at left back, Vicini and Ugolini as the two centre backs, with Michelotti as our right back today. I'm going to stick with Biordi as the defensive midfielder, purely because he's got pretty good defensive attributes, and I think we're going to need them today. That's for sure. In front of him, we're going to go with Bonifazi and Terenzi, who does make his return to the national team after a 4-month injury. We're going to go with Gasperoni on the right wing, Siachi on the left wing, and then De Angelis will be up front. Coming back in, Ercolani, really impressed to the Nations League, but he's not match fit at all currently, so he's going to take a place on the bench today. Also worth noting that we don't actually have any centre-backs on the bench, although obviously Biordi can play there, Celli can play there as well. So, we kind of got some other options. And I guess I'm just going to say that the boys are underdogs today. We are the home team, so who knows? Who knows what could happen? I feel like as long as we're respectable, it'll be a decent or somewhat decent result. I mean, if you look at their players, Petrocevic, Lovrich, Bozenjak, Jacksonich, of course, one of the Gladbach players who is world class, essentially beating us, and they've got a penalty. So, not the start we wanted at all, and Jacksonich puts it away. We are 1-0 down, and I have to say, maybe a little bit unlucky to, give away a penalty there. Like I said, it'll just be, it's the type of game that you want to just try and not concede too many goals. That's a really good save there by Muricini. All right, we've somehow managed to, clear that corner and not concede a goal. All right, Muricini coming out of his box quite far. Obviously, that's sort of what the tactic wants the players to do, but it is very, very risky. With a team like this national team, they're not the greatest in the world, especially in terms of passing and stuff like that. So it's a massive risk against these big teams at least until we start to get better players into the national team fray. It is a big risk. Anyway, Bonifazi, we're coming forward here, although we've given the ball away. As soon as I say that we're looking positive, and they're probably going to, yeah. Ooh, Muricini. I thought they were about to score there. Pretty negative of me, but yeah, I mean, we're coming forward again. Siachi, De Angelis, Terenzi. We've scored. Okay, 1-1. Terenzi back in the national team and with a goal against Croatia. As you'd expect, Wales are beating Gibraltar. But I mean, that's not a bad first half. Their goal was from a penalty as well. I'm gonna say that I'm not happy, but I mean, I am actually pretty happy. I want to try and get them a bit more fired up. I mean, Gasparoni's not playing well. Siachi's not playing too well either. Muricini, though, on a 7.1. I mean, usually we're the Croatia in this type of game, with the club team, where we absolutely dominate, and the team we verse, one shot on target, they score a goal. I mean, roles are reversed here in this game, so it's interesting. Terenzi again, another good opportunity. Very interesting. I'm going to make a couple of subs here. We're actually going to ease Terenzi off as well. I mean, the last thing we need is him picking up a red card. Yeah, Siachi's going to come off for Muricini. And then Maiani is going to come on for Gasparoni. And I think we'll leave everything else out there because, I mean, they were by far the worst two performers out there. All right, Celli, Vicini. Bit of a nothing ball. Muricini gets it. Bonifazi. I mean, that was close. Turkey are beating Luxembourg 3-0 as well in one of the other games. I mean, Jacksonic, he is a world-class player. So it's quite scary when he has the ball. I mean, I don't want to jinx the team, but a draw here would be a massive result. And they still haven't scored. And we managed to clear it. Okay. Eight minutes left, or 7 minutes left of normal time. I mean, even if we do lose this game, I have to say that I'm pretty proud. Been a good performance nonetheless. I feel like we have actually looked pretty dangerous at times. And the boys, I mean, they're defending well. As long as we don't make any silly mistakes, I would have to say this is a massive... It will almost feel... Oh my god. Oh my god, we've just scored. De Angelis. We're 2-1 up against Croatia. What the hell? We've just beaten Croatia. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh my god. That is massive. Massive. I mean, De Angelis, man of the match, by far. What? We just beat Croatia. I was going to say the draw feels like a win. As I'm saying that, we score the winning goal. I'm in shock. Okay, well, I guess I'll join you back for the second leg. Not sorry, I always say that. The second game. All right, so let's get into the lineup for the Luxembourg game. It's more or less the same team. The only change I think I made was Zonzini in at left back for Celli, who, as you can see, not really going to be fit for this one. We've got a similar sort of thing going on with Michelotti, the right back as well. But honestly, I think he's quite a bit better than Mulleroni down here. So I think I'm going to stick with him. And then one forced change. Terenzi is suspended, so Marino Biordi will come into the central midfield position. Also worth mentioning, Bonifazi. He's actually been developing really nicely at the club team. As you can see, either footed. I mean, he's got really good pace, really good passing, free kick taking as well. He actually looks like a really good player for us. Good value on him as well. Still only 18, so yeah, he's a little bit fatigued as well, but should be fine. Also worth noting that Miracini, the goalkeeper that I was mentioning just before, he's actually wanted by Burnley, so a lot of interesting stuff going on. Ugolini as well, wanted by Ajax. Of course, he's not currently at the club. He's currently playing for Gent in Belgium. But yeah, let's go with this team. Actually, one other thing, Mayani was also brought in for Gasparoni, who played really badly last game. I'm going to stick with Siachi, but obviously, if he doesn't play well, we can also take him off the pitch as well. I'm not too afraid to take players off, unless they're one of the key players in this team. I only say that because the wingers, along with the fullbacks, that's a penalty. Vicini goes down and De Angelis is going to take it. So a great start, as long as he scores it. De Angelis puts it away, 1-0, perfect start. But yeah, like most of the players that aren't key to the team, their replacements are more or less just as good. And I say just as good, they're not good. They're actually quite bad. But that's not really the point. Anyway, great start, 1-0 up. I mean, Croatia obviously 2-0 up against Gibraltar at the moment. I wouldn't be against changing one of these panels here to the league table. I mean, we're currently coming first somehow, which is awesome to see. Looks like Wales might be... Yeah, they're versing Turkey and they just took the lead. So they're currently above us. Now that's pretty interesting because I thought Turkey was going to be the more difficult team to verse. I know we sort of looked at some of the Welsh players in the last episode. Some of them looked really good. The young ones especially. The younger players, I mean, one was playing for Chelsea. I can't remember. Who was the other one playing for? I can't remember. But they were in the Premier League with pretty decent teams. Anyway, got a highlight here. Bit of a nothing long throw. Biordi picks it up. Place of the other Biordi, who puts it in the back of the net. Nicola Biordi, who is the defensive midfielder today, although he is a natural centre back. Getting our second goal there. We're going to make a couple of subs here as well. We're going to bring Bonifazi off for... Actually, we'll bring him on for Mazza. Now, I'm only bringing Mazza on because he actually got a contract. He was a free agent, and he signed, I'm pretty sure anyway, I haven't double checked, but he signed with a San Marinese club, which is good to see, because it doesn't always happen too often. You know, sometimes if players aren't contracted, they can often retire, and then you lose them from your national setup. It's happened before in the series. Of course, Fabry, one of the players from our academy, he picked up, I think, like 40 caps, 30 or 40 caps. His contract ran out with the club team. No one picked him up, and then he retired. And we couldn't use him anymore. So it's an interesting thing. Anyway, that was a quick game. 2-0 victory over Luxembourg. They didn't even have a shot. Happy days, exactly what we needed going forward, and sort of as you would predict. I think we're well and truly past this level of teams. Obviously, that's quite evident with the promotion from Nations League D. But here we go. The San Marino have moved up 5 places. We're 104th in the world. So close to breaking the top 100, which would be incredible. Obviously, we beat Luxembourg, the Audi man of the match, and things are looking pretty good at the moment. You have to say. And honestly, I'm having so much fun playing this series again. Honestly, part of me wishes that I never stopped, but there was a time after that Champions League final, I wasn't too downtrodden about losing that final, because Gladbach were a good team. Obviously, they deserved to be there, and they actually, played a lot better than we did in that game. It was more just the dual nationality players not being able to play for my national team, despite me not only getting them through the academy, but developing them into world-class players. Let's be real, world-class players. And not having them available for the national team. It was really difficult. It was really hard. And that was the reason why I sort of stopped this series. I wish I didn't. And I'm loving playing it again. It's the perfect lead up for me to FM20. And yeah, anyway, don't want to ramble on too much, but thank you very much for watching. If you could drop a like on the video, the support recently has been great. These are getting a lot of views, and I'm hoping people are enjoying them. If you are enjoying, please do hit the like button. Doesn't really do anything for the videos themselves, but it does let me know that you guys are enjoying the content. And yeah, also subscribe to the channel. Getting very close to 1K subs. Like I said, if you've been watching the series previously, been a goal of mine for a long time, and I'm getting super close to it. And every sub that I get just makes me that little bit more happy. I'm trying to achieve a goal I set years and years and years ago. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. As always, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.